So here's another part of the Playboy Bunny model. This is the way the file was oriented when I opened it. Let's take a look around here. We have a lace heart on the chest area with some little points, which if you printed the wrong way would have to be oriented with supports. So you would have to print supports touching all these points. And the direction is going this way. So just looking at this one piece here, I'm saying that we're going to stand this upside down. Also, you look at the breast curvature, there is a little sharp edge here. The collar, direction of the collar, everything sweeps. Everything in nature usually has this sweep downward. So I always find it's easiest to print this from the neck, which doesn't give you a lot of contact point with the bed. When I start printing this, the only contact point for this whole model is going to be in this collar and a part of the key here. Now, a lot of times these keys are longer than they need to be, and usually what I end up doing is pushing them below the printing surface because I don't really need this point of the key. All you really need a key for is alignment, not really depth support. So when I set this up, we're going to push this key into the printing bed, which actually will help because it'll give us a small area of contact on the print bed with this key being cut. The lace on the negligee or outfit, whatever you want to call it, is also pointing in this direction. So printing it from the neck up will help print all of this lace. As you see, the flow is always going this way. The breasts are always going this direction. The arms are oriented in this direction. Even though they point outward a little bit, they are going in this direction. Tail will have to be supported from the bed surface. So let's start rotating this. Like I said, the first thing I like to do is square up my bed on the screen, and then we'll rotate our model so that it is also somewhat square to the bed, 90 degrees. Now let's do the fun part. I usually always make sure my snap rotation is off because I like to do very small rotations. Very, just a few angles. And I see like this orientation would print the arm nice because it doesn't need support at that angle. The breast would be able to print without any support because this angle is not too sharp, but it leaves the whole butt end and the cotton ball on the tail would all be almost 90 degrees. So that would, everything from about here to there would need supports. We have a lot there. We'll probably get some contact marks all through here. Also, the fur on the tail is going to get a little stuck up because the supports are going to be going into these low areas. It's supports are going to stick to this tail pretty heavily. So we're going to adjust this angle. We're going to rock this up a little bit. See, now the arm's almost straight up. That's kind of better. This is still very sharp. This has taken a slight angle out. The back is almost 90 degrees. The front of the breast became a little more angled, but still sliceable without any supports. I think there's going to be a little contact point here because of the clothing. That's a sharp angle, so that will be supported from the bed, which will actually help because it'll stabilize the model. And you look at what's going on down here, we don't have much contact. We're going to push this up right now. This is the only contact you have for this whole project. Back of the collar, part of the key. So most people would get a little nervous at the moment. To tell you the truth, I am too. The problem when I print this way is that a lot of this area here, even though it's going to have supports under it, it never really prints right. The layers get pulled down by gravity. You know, when we start getting up here, it's going to be nice and smooth, but usually these shoulder areas, they take a little bit of a hit from gravity and support. So, I mean, I'm probably going to print this way anyways, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But let's see what else we got going on here. So you got your bunny tail, which is still going to need support. So there's no way you could really get around this. Now, if we turn this the other way, right side up, Jay's got a little space, here, a little V-notch, camel toe situation. You got the cut in the hand area here, and you got a key sticking out of the arm here. So if we had tried to print that the other way, you would have supports through here. Your tail would be fine. Your back would be fine. The supports would come up on the arms here. Probably be alright. Breast overhang would be supported from the bed. You would have support contacts all through here, which, I mean, you know, it'll look alright. It wouldn't be great, but it'll look alright. But this is the way I think I'm going to attempt to print this. I know I'm giving you guys some very complex models, but you know, if you happen to buy this and you're looking at this as someone that's new to printing, it would definitely intimidate you. I mean, I'm looking at it with 2 years experience, and I'm still getting a little iffy, but I mean, you look at some of these details and the flow of some of these modeled parts. You got your collars going upward. You have your breast that would need to be supported the other way. You have all this lace here, which is going in the upward direction. You have your arms going straight up. You have a key here. If you want to keep that nice and clean so that when you stick the hand on here, you don't have a lot of marks left over from your supports. You want to have a nice clean key there. These keys start in the inside of the hip area. They'll print nice this way. They'll print nice the other way also, but I think I don't think we're gonna have to worry about. We're gonna slice this, and we'll see what our support structure looks like. This is gonna be a probably 24-hour plus job, because you see my layer height here. I got 0.1. I'm gonna change. Not that it's gonna make a whole lot of difference. I'll put that at 0.2. I got my infill at 20. Temperatures are fine. Using Solutech True Gray for this print. It's a nice PLA to use. No supports. We're using tree supports. We've got a raft with an extra margin. This spreads out your raft further. You could, if I put this on 20 now, you would see the raft be way out here, which you really don't need. I kind of find that this is a good number. If I'm doing a small piece like a hand or something, I'll pull this into, maybe 3 or 5, something like that. Let's see what else we got here. And just going on the tree supports. Alrighty, I'm going to pause this and slice it. It's going to take probably about 10 minutes to slice. Maybe less, I don't know. And we'll see what our print time is, and we'll see what the supports look like. So, this has finished slicing. Let's take a look at our layers, our supports. I imagine there's going to be a lot back here. So we got our supports under the breast, somewhere in the armpits, probably just supporting the bra area outfit. Got some coming up here to support the lace on her waist. You got a little bit on the collar under the arm, glove, or whatever you want to consider to be. And then the tail is completely surrounded, so we'll print this and see what we come up with. Hopefully it'll turn out nice. Here's our skirt extended out a little bit, but this is a pretty substantial model. So I'm sure the skirt will be fine. There's a little support in here. I don't know if you remember what this model looks like. We'll go back in a second. This is the front of the collar. This is the key going down to the bed. A little bit of support on the back. Back to the prepare mode. That's where we were just looking. So we're going to save this and see what it looks like. 1 day, 21 hours, 53 minutes. All right, people. Happy printing.